Before Earth was home, it was a disaster. No oceans, no trees, no life, just chaos. Go back 4.6 billion years, and the universe looked nothing like it does today. Our solar system was just a massive cloud of gas and dust drifting through space, cold, silent, and empty. Then everything changed. A nearby star exploded. The shockwave from that supernova slammed into the cloud, forcing it to collapse. Gravity took over. Dust and rock began crashing together, faster and faster. The center grew hotter, brighter, until eventually the sun was born. Around it, the leftover debris kept colliding, merging, and building something new. That was Earth. But early Earth was nothing like the planet you know. It was violent. A burning world of molten rock, endless volcanic eruptions, and constant asteroid impacts. The sky was filled with toxic gases. The surface was basically a living nightmare, completely unrecognizable and absolutely uninhabitable. If you stood there for even a second, you'd be dead instantly. And somehow, this was the beginning. From that hellish world came oceans, continents, dinosaurs, civilizations, and eventually you, the only known planet in the universe to hold life. So how did a dead world become a living one? And more importantly, how does that story end? Birth and the first catastrophe. Scientists now agree that Earth formed roughly 4.54 billion years ago through a process called accretion. Particles within the young solar disk crashing and clumping into ever larger bodies until gravity shaped them into something planetary. But the early Earth was nothing more than an ocean of magma, geologically violent and completely uninhabitable. Then something happened that changed everything.
The earliest ancestors of humans were walking upright across the African savanna. The present, the human age. For most of Earth's history, humans weren't even part of the story. We showed up only about 300,000 years ago. A tiny moment on a 4.6 billion year timeline. For most of that time, we lived as hunters, moving with the seasons, surviving day by day. Then, around 10,000 years ago, everything changed. We settled down, started farming, built villages, then cities, then entire civilizations. And then came the real turning point, the Industrial Revolution. Since 1900, Earth's average temperature has risen by about 1.1 degrees Celsius. Glaciers are shrinking, sea levels are rising, heat waves are becoming more extreme. Ice that survived for thousands of years is disappearing in decades. Earth has survived asteroids, supervolcanoes, and 5 mass extinctions. Now it's reacting to something new. Us. If emissions keep rising, entire regions could become too hot to live in, coastlines could vanish, and ecosystems could collapse. We are no longer just living on Earth. We are changing it. The future. The near future. A choice. The decisions made in the next few decades will determine the character of Earth for the next several hundred years. That is not speculation. It is what the models show repeatedly and consistently. A planet with coordinated emissions reductions looks radically different from a planet that does not change course. The geography of the habitable world, the stability of food systems, the survival of coastal civilizations, all of it pivots on what happens in this narrow human window. But let us pull back further. Let time stretch. The distant future. A planet beyond recognition. In approximately 1 billion years, the Sun will be about 10% more luminous than it is today. Scientists predict this increase in solar energy will trigger a runaway greenhouse effect in Earth's atmosphere, causing the oceans to evaporate. Plate tectonics may cease. The magnetic dynamo that shields life from cosmic radiation will weaken. By around 2.8 billion years from now, surface temperatures may reach 149 degrees Celsius even at the poles. All life on Earth, every species,
Every ecosystem, every lineage descending from those first microbes 3.7 billion years ago will be extinct. And then the sun itself will change. In approximately 5 to 6, the sun. Conclusion. Earth is still here, not because the universe was kind, but because it survived impossible odds. Asteroids, ice ages, mass extinctions, supercontinents tearing apart. Every disaster that could have ended this planet somehow shaped it into the world we live on today. For 4.6 billion years, Earth kept changing, and life kept fighting to survive. Now, for the first time, the biggest threat isn't from space or deep underground. It's us. We're the first species capable of understanding Earth's full story, and maybe the only one capable of protecting its future. What happens next depends on the choices we make now. So the real question is, will we protect this planet, or become just another chapter in its history? If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and stay curious.